To discuss that a bit further, I'm joined by Hamid Golpira, who is a journalist and political commentator who's joining us right here in the Iranian capital, Tehran. Hamid, as always, thanks a lot for joining us. Now, how do you assess Foreign Minister Zarif's statements?
Well, I think he was right when he said that U.S. has to make some kind of concession, make some goodwill gesture, because at this point it is necessary. Although I think things have developed in this recent time, this like last week or so, it seems that there is a possibility of some deals on the nuclear issues, sanctions, and all of these, at least, or see some of these problems that Iran and the United States are facing in their relations. So there might be a possibility for some progress.
So, Hamid, how much of an issue do you think the Israel factor will play in all of this?
Well, in the United States, all of the politicians, at least the people running for office and who have a chance of winning office, are to some degree or other, they have to play up to the Zionist lobby. Even if they don't like them so much, they have a certain amount of power, a reasonable amount of power, a great deal of money. They're investing in campaigns, so that they have to play up to them to a certain degree. But Obama himself has the advantage of that the United States has term limits. He's already won a second election as U.S. president. He's not going to run again. So there's one advantage for President Obama, that he doesn't have to worry about a future campaign and worrying about funding or dirty tricks on the side of the Zionist lobby. But at the same rate, you have people in the U.S. Senate and the House of Representatives who do want to run again for office and are worried about the Zionist lobby, the amount of money they have, the fact that they could invest in a rival candidate or do many other things. So there's a certain influence there. But like I say, at the same rate, you have at least Obama is on his last term because of term limits. So he himself is not going to be worried about some future campaign and the necessity for funding, and on his rivals, the necessity of his rivals not having too much funding from the Zionist lobby.
And Hamid, we just have under a minute left. Does that essentially mean that the Iranian government has to be extremely cautious because it doesn't know if any agreement it signs with President Obama, for example, will withstand the test of time with other governments, for example?
Well, Obama will be in office until, let's see, what is it, 2017 or so. Yeah, if nothing happens, such as impeachment or something like that, but he's set to be in office till then. Okay, whatever happens in the future, in the several years in the future, only time will tell. But to have a deal that would be implemented hopefully long before then. And if it was set, and the terms of the deal were being observed and recognized and not violated, whatever new government came in, it would be a very different situation. That if they wanted to say, revert to, I don't know, the Bush administration's tactics or something else, it would be problematic for any government that would be coming in 2017, depending on what happened between now and 2017 in this Iran-U.S. relations.
Indeed. Okay, we'll leave it there for now, but of course we do appreciate your insight as always, Hamid. That was Hamid Golpira speaking to us live right here in Tehran.